Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out XDC's price chart. And if you remember, in the previous video we were around the highs in here, and the idea was that this is a 1 2 3 4 5 wave up. So I said maybe this is the beginning of a new move on the upside, but before we get a continuation of this move, most likely in the short term we are going to see a correction structure down, and then we're gonna have another move up. And I would say that pretty much played out. Also, yes, another important reason for why we said in XCC we're gonna go up in the short term was because of the fact that in here between the lows we had a beautiful bullish divergence. I'm not sure, but I think it was either on H1 or maybe even H4 timeframe. So the question for today's update is this: is this actually the beginning of a new move up in XCC overall, or maybe this is the end of our move up? Why? Because let's just go around here. You see, if you want to say we're going to have the beginning of a new move on the upside, then okay, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low a 1 2 3 4 5 wave, potentially I would say impulsive structure. On the other hand, sometimes we're not having a 5 wave. Instead, we're just having a 3-wave movement, potentially an ABC zigzag, and in that case subwaves are going to be like this: 5 up into wave A and C, and for wave B we can have different counts, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, possibly even a triangle. And so far in XDC I am only able to find 2 sets of 5 waves on the upside. So this means that we are allowed to, at least right now, consider the possibility of having a zigzag, meaning from the current point we're going to get a very strong move down in order to take the lowest low all the way down here, about 5.75 cents. But at the same time, this might very well be the structures for an impulse too. So what should we do right now? I think right now we should just wait a bit more and be patient. Why? Because the next move is actually going to be the one that is going to determine what's happening in here. If you see a slow and choppy move down followed by another move on the upside, fair enough, that can be a good sign, because at that point this is going to be a 1 2 3 4 5, the beginning of a move up. On the other hand, what you do not want to see is a strong move down, a 1 2 3 4 5, without a lot of overlapping of the waves, especially in that move. If we take this important slow down here, about let's say 5.8 cents, okay, that is going to be, I would say, pretty much your bearish confirmation, suggesting this was overall an ABC zigzag and our move up is over, and this downtrend is going to continue in order to take the lowest slow down here. But I think at that point we may go a bit lower than that. So in XCC, all eyes on the current move and see which scenario is going to play out. Get a strong move up, not a good sign. Get a consolidation, another move up, okay, that can be a great sign. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XDC's chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.